The Safe and Well project provides information, signposting and referral on a range of services for people 65 years and over to enable them to live independently at home while reducing social isolation and loneliness.
Some 15 years ago, I was unfortunate enough to have a serious illness which required me to attend hospital for several months. I was offered a volunteer driver who came, collected me, took me to hospital, waited on me, brought me back home again, and that took such a weight off my shoulders that at that time I remember thinking to myself, if I ever have the opportunity to do the same for someone else, I'm going to do it.
Well, I fell in the hole and I broke my hip. I had to go into the hospital and got a new hip.
I happened to be looking through my local newspaper. I noticed an ad from Safe and Well, who were looking volunteer befrienders in my area. I completed an application form. I was accepted. I received some training with them, and then I was introduced to Edith.
Well, I was in the hospital for 5 months. I came home and I was very lonely. And Jean came to see me, the neighbour, and I happened to say to her about being lonely and couldn't get out. So she said she would see what she could do about it.
Would you like a wee bit of jam in yours, Edith?
I will, please.
I have taken her to places that she maybe hasn't been to for several years. We've met up with old friends of hers, and in fact another lady that I'm befriending, I have brought her along, and Edith and her have enjoyed each other's companionship. We have a cup of tea, a bit of a chat, a bit of a drive, and back home again.
We went to Oxford Island and Craigavon Shopping Centre and to different parks, and we always had a cup of tea, a chat with other people that was there. And there was even some we knew and had good crack.
I also have introduced her to the local friendship group.
Jean asked me would I like to go to a friendship group, and I said I wouldn't mind, and so she got me started and I enjoyed it. Mostly knitting or looking at the paper or doing jigsaw, or had a tape with songs you had to pick which was the name of the songs, so it took you back a good bit.
I made arrangements for her to be picked up and taken there every Wednesday, and she, as far as I know, she thoroughly enjoys it.
She comes down to see if I need anything or would want anything, and she's very, very good neighbour, yes.
One of my golfing friends comes every Friday afternoon. My main interest in life has always been painting or art in some description. It's the only thing I was ever any good at school. When I met Pauline, first of all, I had an art group in Hillsborough, and we met once a week. I had to give that up after my stroke. One of the things that badly affected it was my sight.
Well, it was an opportunity to do something which I was interested in. Knowing that I was going to be working with clients from 65 upwards was going to be a challenge, and everyone has different capabilities, and helping them to reach their goals.
It was great to have someone like Pauline who could come and help me with the group. It's very important to me anyway, and I'm sure to anybody in my position, to have someone who can give you reassurance to cope with things that I would find difficult normally.
Services that I provided was rural transport, helping the people to get registered and helping them to complete forms. I also did referrals for fire safety checks and advice, home safety and fall prevention, benefit checks, occupational therapy referrals, low vision referrals, and loss of hearing referrals, craft workshops, computer classes, walking groups, and one-to-one going out for some exercise, and accompanying people on bus trips.
One thing in particular has been a great benefit is human activity. I anyway find it very difficult to be isolated.
Some of the things I've done is social groups, getting people out into the community, which help their confidence and well-being, getting them mixed with people over a cup of tea, just having a good chat and a laugh over a cup of tea or coffee.
I normally see Pauline once a week at least, and after she leaves, my feeling of well-being has gone up 150%. She's really wonderful.
Well, it has increased my confidence. I've had great job satisfaction. I've really enjoyed the work and it's been very rewarding, and I've gained a lot of experience.
Pauline's really a friend. She helps me with everything.
I was in hospital in November time, 2014. I was pretty ill. That's when I was first diagnosed with diabetes receptive. And it was whilst I was there that a social worker gave me a lot of forms to fill in, which I duly did. And very soon after my discharge from hospital, Sandra Glover came to see me, and with a list of services which I was unaware of. And it transpired that I actually used all but one of the services she mentioned, which were all very, very beneficial. The falls prevention was very good. Unforeseen things that they tell you about that you're actually amazed at and would never think of. They leave you a booklet and you can refer to that. People with short-term memory and that sort of thing, and how to secure mats, slipping in the bathroom. They recommend some aids. Some of them I had, but they're very easy to obtain. The Home Safety Check Scheme was very good since the onset of my COPD and my arthritis. I wasn't aware of a few things. The main one being the handheld thing that has a reach, a good reach, and you can pick things up off the floor if you're not able to get down. It's invaluable, really. The first steps, I think, is something that everybody should know about, and it's a wonderful service. Somebody comes to your home once a week, and they put you in touch with different clubs, Age Northern Ireland, reading groups and different activities. They take you out for a cup of coffee and a chat, and it shortens the week, especially when you live alone.